Sports in the Law segment. Our guy is Stephen Moskowitz. He joins us here on the program. Over 4,000 former NFL players are suing the NFL, saying negligence regarding concussions in their time playing. These are past players who used to play in the National Football League. And Steve, on what grounds do players have a case? What are they trying to communicate here?
The big deal is the NFL hid that medical report.
Did they hide it, though?
Yes, they did.
Because I hear that all the time. And in what form did they hide anything? What business has to tell every employee about every bit of information they get?
If you don't tell something that's relevant, and major injuries are relevant. Here's what the NFL should have done. They said, we got this report from these doctors, and we don't know if it's right or not, but we're making it part of your contract. Read it, talk to your doctor about it, and if you still want to sign up, here's a pen. Then the NFL would be fine, and the players can't say, I didn't know. I said, look, warned you, you talked to your doctor, you made a decision, just like your joints and ligaments. But here the problem is the NFL covered up. And think back to all the things. The cover-up's worse than the crime. This cover-up is a killer on the NFL.
That's if you buy that it's a cover-up. Now let's go to the NFL side on this. They have a motion to dismiss this case. It has to do with the collective bargaining agreement. Explain that to me.
Well, what's happened is this. We're talking about class action, and the NFL came in and said, wait a minute, lawsuit is not what should be done here. We have a collective bargaining agreement, so go back and have the agreement on the individual players with the individual teams. And what the players are saying is, look, when we signed up for that arbitration, this was never intended. What I would argue if I was the attorney there is, look, if I'm going to come work for you, and I'm going to work in your warehouse, and we sign an agreement, if I get injured, we'll have arbitration. And then you come, and I'm figuring, well, if I fall off a shelf or I fall out of a truck, okay. But if you come up and you sneak up on me and you beat me with a baseball bat, and then I sue you, so well, we have an arbitration. I never signed up to be beaten with a baseball bat. You didn't tell me you had that uncontrollable temper.
The NFL put together the, quote, mild traumatic brain injury committee. Did they undermine their own case by putting together a committee that was going to study this stuff? Or is that irrelevant to this case? Because the players are saying, well, you guys have this special committee here.
Yeah, the problem is it's too little, too late. That's not what's going to help them because all this is out now. The big damning thing is that they hid that major medical report. That's the problem because they lied to the guys.
There's another layer to this. From 87 to 93, there was no collective bargaining agreement with the NFL and the players. Players played in that time. Are they exempt from this lawsuit? Can they even be involved in this lawsuit?
Well, that's what the other side is saying. They say, well, look, these are different teams. We have guys moving around. Some guys played before, some guys after. But again, you know, you're using as a benchmark that cover-up, that I'll call it. But before that, we don't know what they knew, even though maybe there wasn't a formal report. Or maybe there was and we don't know, and then it'll come out in discovery.
I've got 1 minute left on this thing. I'm watching the NFL. Guys hit each other. You're playing football. Isn't that part of the deal? You know you're going to get hurt. 45 seconds.
The answer is, you know you're going to get hurt, but you don't know the extent of the injuries, and you expect your injuries are going to heal up. But the problem is something like the brain damage. I don't think the guys are thinking about that. They're thinking about eye ache, bruises, and the things that they see and they know. But nobody really knew about these serious brain problems. That's it. And again, the big deal in all these suits is consent. And it has to be what's known as knowledgeable. Let's see with a doctor. When they inform you things about malpractice, it has to be knowledgeable consent.
Steve Moskowitz, sports and the law expert. He's the best. Thanks for joining us. We do it every Thursday. Sportsnet Central next. Feldman and Fareed. If I were Ahmed, I'd be looking over my shoulder the entire 6 o'clock.
Vicious legal move there. Vicious. I'm waiting to talk to him after the show.